Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Buffalo.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, no we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face, from then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim, you risk your life to get some strange. Our anger is a pain, you didn't know that I'm a saint. Now I'll blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play fake, Brissett. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Off the play fake, here's Brissett.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Winston now to throw on 1st down.
He gets this one to Davis Price, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Dolphins at 4-3, a game over 500. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
43 yards rushing so far. This is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Wait.
From the red zone now, Winston.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 25 on second down, Winston firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. And what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw is Brissett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
They'll run on first down with Akers. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Aluakin. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. On a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Following the interception, Winston. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Evans, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Winston. This is caught by Evans. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now receiver in motion left. Pollard is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Pollard again. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 29, Brissett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. Throw left side, there's London. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, Brissett. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
Hey, kill.
Now Brissett on fourth down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play fake. Winston. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Well, this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Boswell's kick is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. First down, Winston. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. On play action, Winston. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and 10. 6-yard line.
Throwing, Winston. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Winston now. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Third and long for Winston. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Got a man, it's London.
Touchdown! Drake London, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And shutting him off, now open field. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They get 6, that'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
To throw, Brissett. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down, Brissett. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Winston now to throw on 1st down.
This pass is caught by London.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. This offense so far on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A 1st down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. They go play action. Winston. Hitting London coming across the field. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action yet. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first down throw for Brissett. Open, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Crowder now to return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Brissett. He finds his man Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. They go play action with Brissett. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Brissett on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense can very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game,
he's got a man, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, fans usually love to see